Hi there, this is Magic with a Ball Movement, and today we're going to be showing you how to install the Mercane 2019 conversion kit that will turn your 2018 Mercane into the 2019 model. Just to quickly recap, the three main benefits of this conversion kit are the improved throttle, which accelerates more gradually, the voltage display that shows you the battery voltage remaining, and lastly, the key lock ignition that improves safety of your scooter overall. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, this is the 2018 model. It's a base version, so a single motor. And today we're going to be removing this 2018 throttle right here and replacing it with the 2019 voltage display, key ignition, and the upgraded throttle right here. The very next step actually is to loosen up the throttle, the original throttle. You can do that by getting an Allen key and finding a screw in the back of the throttle and then loosening it up. So if you turn it, it will get loose. If you turn it the other way, it'll get tighter. Once you've loosened it up, you'll see it will start to move a little bit and you can slide it from side to side. So we're just going to do it a little bit more. Once again, we've already pre-loosened it just to make sure that this video goes smoothly beforehand. But you can see we just find an Allen key, pop it in, and start turning. And that's how you loosen it up. So then the next step is to actually remove that case that's holding the motherboard inside the Mercane. Pop right in. And here we go. Okay, so the first one's pretty much out. Second one. So here we go. Here are the two screws. They're about to come out. Okay, so let's take a look. What we have on the inside is the circuit board that connects the throttle to the rest of the scooter. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure this is nice and loose that we can show you. Okay, perfect. So what you'll see when you open it up is that the throttle connects to the top right part of the circuit board. So again, we've taken it from there to here, and you can see the only cable coming out of the throttle, which is now loose, connects to the top right. You may see a bit of glue residue, which holds it together. So just very gently make sure you pull it out. And it's okay that it's glued. The glue will release and you'll be able to remove the cable that connects the throttle to the circuit board. Number two is actually removing the rubber case so we can take off the throttle itself. There we go, right here, perfect. Once that's done, you can probably slide it off and get rid of it, and then grab the 2019 throttle, which looks like this. So you've probably seen that, or you've probably received it in the mail from us. Very simple. You slide it on, and when we take a look at the cable, you'll see that there are three smaller cables coming out of it. Basically what we have is one with three wires, so yellow, black, and red. That has the smallest nozzle. So that's your cable number one. And then cables number 2 and 3 are blue and yellow. And they only have one cable that connects the throttle to whatever it's going to go into. So let's start with a small one. As you can probably tell by its shape, it's going to go right into the same plug that the original throttle was plugged into. So the top right corner. Just make sure it fits. It should go in fairly easily. You don't need to press too hard. Once it goes in, that's pretty much it. So you can see the yellow, black, and red cable now replaced the original throttle's connection to the circuit board. So now we're left with two more cables, right? And you can see one of the original cables that connects the circuit board to the rest of the scooter has a little clasp right here in the middle. So what you want to do is you want to actually take this out and separate these two cables. So the two red cables in this case. You'll see that the two cables coming out of the throttle and the two cables you're left with only go into each other in a very specific number of combinations. So obviously you cannot connect these two, you cannot connect these two, and this one here, the red and the yellow becoming a pair. Like so, it seems. There we go. There's one. And then the blue and the remaining red, it seems like so. So that should be the most difficult part that's now behind us. And we can do a quick test. Turn the throttle on, and it seems to be working. So you can see the voltage is displaying right here. And that's a good sign. So make sure you switch it back off. If you have any hot glue available, make sure you hot glue these cables back together. If not, that's okay. And then we're going to start putting it back together by pushing these cables underneath the frame, like so. And you'll see this one is going to go right here. There's a little bit of a hole in the casing right here. It's obviously meant for the cable. And then most importantly, you want to make sure that the light goes back where it came from. So there's a little bit of an insert that you can push it into, and everything should fit together fairly nicely, like so. So the last part is now to put the screws back in. Okay. So you want to just grab the same Allen key that you were using before, pop these guys back in, make sure these are nice and tight, and one more. Okay. All right. And now the very last step will be to actually connect the throttle, or rather tighten the throttle on the steering wheel. So an important consideration is that you will have to pull this out to fold the steering bar. Make sure you leave enough room for this to pop out, which is about this much. So anything closer than that, you'll end up blocking your own way when it comes to folding the steering wheel. So you probably want to just put it somewhere here. That looks about right. So we're going to grab the Allen key one more time. And there's one screw that goes in the back. So I'm just going to go on the other side and tighten it in. Thank you very much for watching this video. We are Apollo Movement, and if you have any other questions related to the 2019 Mercane or any other electric scooter, do not hesitate to get in touch with us or leave a comment below. Thanks.